Welcome back to my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala. Today we are doing chapter Work and Energy for 9th Cbse. Let's see the part 1 today, what we are going to do. Now when we talk about work, in a day-to-day life, we say this term work, right? We use this term work, okay? And do you feel that the same word we use for science in science, right? The same thing we define in science. Let's see what the difference is. Now, not much work in spite of working hard. What this mean? Let's take example for this. Right? Ujala is preparing for examination. She spends a lot of time in studies like reading and learning. Okay? She spends a lot of energy in these activities. So we always say, na, the exams times are there. We are studying hard. We are putting a lot of hard work. We say, right? So in common words, she is what? She is working very hard. What we say. All this hard work may involve a very little work if we go by the scientific definition of work, right? So if you go in a scientific definition, so in that meaning will be very little work is been put in that regards. But for us, we say that no, Ujala is preparing for exam. She's working very hard. Okay, so you are working hard to push a huge rock. A rock is there, and you are trying to push the rock. Okay, now, despite all the efforts, what will happen? The rock is too big, right? The rock will not move. Okay, you get completely exhausted and you have not done any work on the rock. Why? Because there is no movement, there is no displacement of the rock. The rock has not moved from one place to another. The way we understand the work in science is that work is not done, right? Okay, you have put all your efforts, nothing has moved from one place to another, and that's the reason work is not been done. But for you, you have put lot of efforts, right? So there is a difference how we perceive work in a day-to-day life and how we define work in science. Let's see another example. You climbed a tall tree to get mangoes. Okay, summer season is there. You have gone to a village place and you have now taken a task to bring down the mangoes. If we apply a scientific term in this regards, okay, in this regards, what we can say, it involves a lot of work, right? In a day-to-day life, we consider any useful physical or mental labor as work. Activities like talking to our friends, okay, we talk a lot on phones, right? Chatting has been done. Okay, for a change, if we sing a song, we watch a movie, right? We go out, we attend a functions, okay, is considered as doing work for us. We say we have done lot of work we have done. What constitute work depends on the way we define it, right? We use and define the term work differently in science. So one thing is very clear is that in science we define work very differently. Okay, if any one of the above condition does not exist, work is not done. This is the way we view work in science. Let's see how we do the scientific way. The scientific conception of work. Let's see what is the scientific conception of work. To understand the way we look at the work, define work from the point of view of science. Right. Let's take few of the examples and let's try to see. Let's see a situation. What is the situation here? The situation here is, let's kick a football lying on a surface. Right. If we kick a football lying on a surface, what will happen? Right. So we see that the ball starts moving. Okay. A football is there. And what we are doing here, kicking the football. Okay. It will move through a distance. It is moving through a distance, right? So you exerted a force. So you have exerted a force on this football, and it got displaced. It got displaced from a position A to position B. See, the ball has got displaced from position A to position B, right? Now what has happened? The displacement is there and the force is also been applied, right? Okay, so A to B, the ball has moved. Let's take another situation. Lift a notebook through a height. Okay, to do this you must apply a force. Suppose a notebook is lying, right? The notebook is lying, and what we have done, you have lifted the notebook. For this you have what? You have applied a force. Okay, the notebook rises up. It has to rise up. Okay, there is a force applied on the notebook and the notebook has moved. It has moved from a position A to B, right? So therefore what we can say? We can say work is done, right? A closer look at the above situation reveals that the two conditions need to be satisfied for the work to be done. What are the two conditions to be satisfied? One is what? One is the force should act on the object, right? And the second one is what? The object must be displaced, right? First is what? Force has to be applied. Force has to be applied. Okay. And second, the result should be what? There should be a displaced. Okay. The object has to be displaced. The two things has to happen for the work to be done, right? So today what we have seen that in day-to-day life we use the word work, right, very frequently, okay, to give many of the situations, right? So in the scientific term, the work word is very different. Okay, we define the work very differently. So we have seen situations today where we have exerted force and where the displacement has happened. We have also seen a situation where we are studying very hard, we are putting a lot of efforts, right? And there also we are saying the work is being done. In the coming videos, we are going to see how we define work and the related terms regarding those. I'm sure you have understood today's part. Kindly like, share and subscribe my channel Kishore Sir Ki Pathshala and keep watching.